Once upon a time in the small, quaint village of Green Meadows, there lived a humble farmer named Tom and a diligent baker named Harry. Tom, known for his hard-working nature, had a small farm where he raised cows and produced fresh, creamy butter. Harry, on the other hand, owned the village's most popular bakery, famous for its delicious, fluffy bread. Every week, as part of a long-standing agreement, Tom would sell a pound of his homemade butter to Harry. In return, Harry would often provide Tom with a loaf of his exquisite bread. This exchange had been going on for years, and both men appeared satisfied with the arrangement. However, as time passed, Harry began to grow suspicious about the weight of the butter he received from Tom. Doubt gnawed at him, leading him to question whether Tom was being completely honest about the weight. Driven by this suspicion, Harry decided to take matters into his own hands. He purchased a precise scale and started to weigh the butter he received from Tom each week. To Harry's dismay, his suspicions seemed to be confirmed. The butter weighed slightly less than a pound. Feeling betrayed and convinced that Tom had been cheating him, Harry's frustration and anger boiled over. Determined to seek justice, he decided to take Tom to court over this apparent deception. The day of the court hearing arrived, and the small courtroom was buzzing with the villagers' whispers. They were curious about the case between two of their well-known residents. The judge, a wise and fair man named Judge Wilson, presided over the case. He listened intently as Harry presented his complaint, explaining how he felt cheated by Tom. Judge Wilson then turned to Tom, asking him how he measured the butter to ensure it was a full pound. Tom, with a calm and steady voice, explained that he was a simple farmer without sophisticated tools. He did, however, own a basic scale which he used for various purposes. Curious, Judge Wilson inquired if Tom used this scale to measure the butter. Tom nodded and proceeded to reveal his method. He explained that for as long as he could remember, he had been buying a pound loaf of bread from Harry's bakery. When it came time to measure the butter for Harry, Tom would use the loaf of bread as a counterweight on his scale. He would add or remove butter until the scale balanced perfectly with the bread on the other side. The courtroom fell silent as the implication of Tom's explanation sank in. If the butter was underweight, it meant that the bread Harry was selling as a pound loaf was also not a full pound. The revelation was a shock to everyone, especially to Harry, who realized his own dishonesty had unwittingly come back to him. Judge Wilson cleared his throat and addressed the courtroom. He spoke about the importance of honesty and integrity in all dealings. He pointed out how life often mirrors back our actions towards others. If one tries to deceive, they may find themselves deceived in return. He emphasized that true honesty is not just a moral duty, but also the foundation of trust and respect in any community. The judge concluded the hearing by advising both men to be more mindful and fair in their future transactions. He encouraged them to use proper measuring tools to avoid such misunderstandings. The case was dismissed with no penalties, but with a lesson learned by all. As Tom and Harry left the courtroom, they exchanged a look of understanding. They realized that their actions, intentional or not, had a significant impact on their relationship. They agreed to start afresh, promising to uphold honesty and fairness in all their dealings. This incident in Green Meadows became a tale often told by the villagers. It served as a reminder that in life, we truly reap what we sow. Trying to cheat others can often lead to being cheated oneself. The story of Tom and Harry became a lesson in integrity, teaching that the more honest one is, the easier it is to trust and be trusted by others. In the end, both Tom and Harry learned that honesty is not just the best policy for business, but also for life. They continued their trade, this time with a renewed sense of respect and fairness, setting an example for the entire village of Green Meadows. Thanks for watching. If you enjoyed this story, give us a like and subscribe for more. Don't forget to hit the bell for updates. Stay inspired and see you in the next video.